Hey guys, it's John, Brooklyn, and Isaiah back at KC Farms. Today we're going to talk about
the best homestead pig, Kune Kune pigs.
Let's go. All right guys, we're going to talk today a couple reasons why we think the Kune Kunes are the best for your homestead and why we chose them. But first, we need to get these guys, Sassy, Rosie, Pork Chop, Bones,
Bacon Bit, and Bacon Bit.
And Bacon Bit, I can't remember all their names, moved from this area. We're gonna be moving them over here so they got some grass over here and they can help us clear out that area. Chickens we just moved from the apple trees over there. We'll try not to get too far into their area, let that ground heal up, but we wanna get the pigs moved into here. So let's get started. Don't have the best help, but we'll get this done. Okay, now that they've been trying to go normal speed on time lapse, we have made our fences. We've got them connected here. They're still gonna have some shade. When you get to the top, we just gotta connect those in. Now we just gotta get Rosie, Sassy, and the rest of the gang over into this area and roll their house. So, with this great help I have,
Me.
I'm sure it won't be too hard. All right, so the best thing we need to do is find the nearest opening. We'll open up this side of the fence here and we should be able to get them in. Famous last words. Let's see what we can do. Well, I guess they found something good to munch on and they don't want to come over quite yet, but we'll get them over. All right, well, we got them over here. Took a little bit of food and some coaxing, but we got them here. I would say that's number one reason why we like the Kune Kunes for the homestead pig is they're easy to handle. They're smaller than most pigs. So it's easy to have the kids around them. Not worried about the kids getting hurt. Although, you know, you have intact males. So I would be cautious about that. You don't want to leave your kids out there with your intact male, especially during breeding time.
Be supervised.
Huh?
Be supervised.
Yeah, make sure your parents are there to supervise you. But we've never had any issues, but they're still wild animals. And although they seem like pets a lot of time, and bad things can happen, so. But number one, super friendly, easy to handle. That's why we love the Kune Kune. Secondly, they make good mamas. We've only had 2 litters here on the farm. That's Hazel. She's getting ready to have another litter. The mamas have been great taking care of the pigs. We've never helped with birthing. Never had an issue with birthing. We've fortunately, I don't know, fortunately or unfortunately, they've given birth at night. I just missed a big yawn. Given birth at night, we came out and we just had piglets. Piglets were feeding, mamas were in taking care of the piglets. So they make good mothers. Third reason, can you think of another one? That put you on the spot?
Their meat is really marbled.
Okay, so we have not had the chance to eat a Kune Kune pig yet, but one of the main reasons we got them is because we've heard their meat is like the Kobe beef of pork. It's a slow growing hog, so if you're thinking about these guys just for quick turnaround sales and pork sales, probably not the pig you want to go with. If you put feed to them just like other pigs, that like feeder pigs, they'll turn it all into lard and you'll be paying for a lot of lard. Hope you can hear me with that wind blowing. You'll just be paying for a lot of lard and not a lot of meat. So just like a fine wine, they are slow growing. And they are a lard hog, so their meat is supposed to be very marbled and it's a red meat. We look forward to eventually getting to try that out for ourselves. But another reason is the meat, and also because the size, we don't need a 500 to 700 pound pig in our freezer. So it makes it a little easier and more manageable for a small family to get a whole hog. Eventually we'd like to sell the meat as well, but for right now we're in the testing stage. We want to know how everything is before we try to market it. But from what we've read and what we've heard, Kune Kune pork is very delicious.
They're super soft.
Another reason, the pigs are super soft. No, but like we said, very friendly. Kids are always around them. We've never had any issues, never felt uncomfortable around the pigs as far as being in danger or not safe around them. We love the Kune Kunes. The other thing is the minimal rooting. Let's go back to our other pen and we will show you some of the rooting that we get from our Kune Kunes. Let's go check it out. Well, I figured I'd start with these guys first instead of heading back to Cupcakes area. This is what we normally get for rooting here. This area is nice because it's got stone here. It's put down by the previous owners, so where they eat it's not bad. We just moved them out of this area yesterday. This was the first area they were in over here. You can see it's growing back nicely. Just yesterday we moved them out of this little rectangle where this hill is. And the only spots, we got a little mud. We had a bunch of rain, so you can see the mud here. And a little bit over here. So nothing too bad. And each spot, it all depends on what kind of forage is down for them. There's a lot of pine needles up in here that they laid in, but that is the normal damage that we get. They are pigs. Yes, they do root. There's some there. Like I said, not bad. And they were in here probably a week and a half. So now we'll head back to Cupcakes area. They are in the middle of a field where there are no trees. We just have a shade cloth up for them. So let's go check out what they've done. So we're out here in the middle of our pasture. Hopefully you can hear me over this wind. And these guys obviously don't have any shade, except for the shade cloth we put up for them.
And in the pigloo.
And the shade in their pigloo, you're right. There's Cupcake, and you can see around the watering area. We had their water bowls over here the other day, and then we had them over here. They tip their waters and they make a little wallow. Most of you guys know pigs don't sweat, so they need to keep themselves cool. So it's not deep, it's not rooted up too bad, it's just muddy. We also had a torrential downpour the other day, and so they saw an opportunity and made some water, but it is just around their pool and where their water bowls are.
This is the worst that we've seen.
Yeah, this is as bad as it gets. It's not deep, it's just muddy and messy. You can see the rest Their water bowls were there when we started, so they made a little spot there. But the rest of this little pasture that they are in right now is just fine. So they will, when it's hot like this, it was in the 70s. Hey, Cupcake. It was in the 70s, and they've made themselves just a little mud spot where they can keep cool. But it's not deep, and it's not bad. In a couple weeks, this spot will all be filled in. So
They're friendly pigs?
they are friendly. Old Bubba's got a scratch he needs to itch. But yes, compared to other pigs, their rooting is not bad, so it's not going to ruin your pastures.
Just lay right down.
Cupcake's taking a nap. If these guys would leave her alone. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed our quick video of why we think Kune Kunes are the best for the homestead. Whether it's their meat quality or their little bit of rooting, the size of them, the what? Friendliness, they're docile. We like the look of them too with the upturned snouts. They always have different colors. They're not just a regular old pink pig. You like the long fur on them?
Yeah, and they're soft.
And they're soft. So if you guys are in the market for a small homestead pig, we suggest you look at the Kune Kunes. We did talk how they're slower growing, but we just give a cup of food in the morning, a cup at night, and the rest of their diet is grazing. And they also do a great job of clearing land for you. That's another thing. So we hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it gives you some ideas of why Kune Kunes are the best for your homestead. And if you haven't already,
make sure you like, subscribe, and check us out on Instagram.
all right guys, check you in the next video.